All right. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Needles at the Ready. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Ray.
We are coming to you guys from Stratford, Connecticut. Today is Saturday,
January 8th.
January 8th. Today is episode 52. And it is also our 2-year Podiversary to the day.
Happy Podiversary.
Episode 1 was released with me by myself on January 8th of 2020.
Mm-hmm. I was just a little wee lad.
You was a wee little lad.
Yes. It wasn't realized until episode 3 that I should be part of this little show.
Life happened and it worked out well for us. So
sure did. So congratulations.
Yeah.
And thanks for all of you folk who have been here since the beginning. It's been so fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So welcome back, everybody. We have been away for a podcast for quite a while. We've done 2 lives in the last month, but we haven't podcasted in a month. So we have a lot to show today, a lot of knits and purchases. And
I thought you were going to say knits and pearls.
So knits, acquisitions, some owl post. So we have a lot.
Breaking the bank.
We have a really great, some of the stuff that we have that I'm like really excited for is we got a new needle case.
We did.
So we'll show that later. We got a new bag, which is gorgeous. I didn't want to show it in the live with our favorites because it is one of my favorites, but we haven't shown it here.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to show it. So I think we have a lot of good stuff today. It may be longer than normal, but you know.
We know.
So we're going to do a little, before we jump in the knitting, we'll do a little
catch up.
So first, we announced the winners of our last knit along, which ended at the end of November.
Right.
We haven't shipped out the prizes yet.
Sorry.
But they'll go out this week.
Yes.
So you can expect to see those.
Yes.
And then that's the only really admin-y stuff that we have, right?
Yeah, we are not doing any knit-alongs as of right now. We're taking a little bit of a break, which we usually do at this time anyway. We pick back up again.
We've done it for 10 years. Last year we took a break.
Correct. So, yeah, but there are some fun knit-alongs to join if you are itching to do something.
Yeah, there are a ton out there.
Yeah.
So to just like kind of catch up on the last month, if you didn't catch our live last week, the reason we didn't podcast is because I did get COVID the week of Christmas. So I was out of commission for a good two and a half weeks. I would say, I just said today's probably one of the first days I feel more like myself. Like I'm starting to get back in routines. We got our haircuts this morning, so that helps.
All of them.
All of our hairs, as we tell Tarquin.
Yeah.
That's always helps, like getting you to feel like yourself. So yeah, I had COVID. I had a pretty bad case of COVID. I still don't have smell and taste 100%. Maybe 5 to 10% is what I have. Like I have to literally get down like something in my nose to smell it. And taste is weird. I can't taste what it is, but I can tell if something's sweet or acidy or tangy, creamy, spicy, but I can't tell the flavor.
Right.
So it's very strange. Like, and I ate a lot. I ate so much. I think
you tried to eat so that because you weren't being satisfied.
No, because I was sick and I love to eat when I'm sick. But I put on like all the weight that I lost in 2021. Same. I put it all back on.
Yeah.
So, that was fun.
We had a comment on our live asking what we did with all that food. Because last time we talked to you all, which was right before Christmas, our plan was that we were going to host Christmas. Yes, so we ended up with an 11-pound ham in our fridge. We had stuff to make lasagna, all of the good things. So I cooked.
You cooked the ham.
I cooked on Christmas.
Well, I contributed. So I soaked the ham and I made sauce. Right?
No, I did the sauce.
You made the sauce?
Yeah.
I didn't make sauce?
No, you didn't make anything. You soaked the ham. I wanted you to relax. That's all you did. But that's okay. That was enough. That was just enough. I needed you to do that. Thank you. Yeah, so I had never... I mean, Kevin instructed me from the couch
how to make lasagna.
Yeah, you were definitely a backseat driver, which I appreciated. It was my first time making it. He couldn't taste it. I thought it tasted delicious.
Yeah, I couldn't taste it.
Sorry, it was really good. We do our sauce with like sweet Italian sausage as like the base, like the meat part of it, and that's what we use for like our meat sauce. Yeah. I thought it was really good. The ham turned out really well. We actually froze some of it.
Yeah, we had so much ham, so some of that's in the freezer.
I made mashed potatoes.
Your mother gave us.
Oh,
she brought.
My mom rescued Kevin.
Yeah,
for
so
sure. I think
your
she,
mother,
she definitely likes you better than
your
she
mother
likes
and
me.
father were so great. So your mother made me mac and cheese, which what I couldn't taste.
It was delicious. You can trust me on that. It was delicious.
And
She
then,
put the rich crackers like on top
Yeah.
as like a crust. It was so buttery. And
I was running out of medicine, and your dad went and got me medicine.
He did. That was really
And
nice.
your coworker actually sent us the cutest.
I'd never heard of this
thing.
before. We should link it down below. We should
What
make a
was
little
it?
notebook.
Crap! It was something comfort, and it was literally sent me chicken noodle soup,
Yeah.
rolls, and oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah.
And it was so delicious.
Comfort.
Food box. Do comfort food box.
Okay. Food box.
Yeah. So and it came with a ladle for it, and it was absolutely
Spoonful of comfort.
spoonful of comfort.
So we'll have that link down below. It was really
Oh my
cool. I had
gosh.
never seen anything like it. All of a sudden, it showed up in the mail, and there were 2 things of soup,
And
rolls,
it was really
cookies.
good soup.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Actually,
It was really good soup. It was chicken noodle.
it looked good. The noodles in it were really nice
were.
noodles. They were rectangular.
But look,
They were
you can
delicious.
send little care packages. They
Yeah.
have care packages with like essential oils. You can choose soups. Oh, they have different soups.
I think it's so good.
I might just do
Such-
this just for
I
a
know,
Saturday
seriously,
day. Night
Seriously,
or something.
it's such a good idea. So that
Yeah.
was super sweet. And
Comfort package, care package. Can't even say things.
everybody just checked on me from like all of
Yeah.
our friends from Thursday night,
Really sweet.
midnight. And it was just really great. And all of you guys checking and all your well wishes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely on the mend. I'm still working from home. I'll be working
You
from
should
home
just continue to work
till the
from
end
home.
of next week.
Yeah.
At the minimum end of next week. I don't know what my job's going to do with our COVID cases, but yeah, other than that, today was the 3rd time I've left the house in a car in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Your work's been crazy with COVID.
Totally bad.
So it's been New Year's Eve. We didn't do anything. We stayed
No.
home. We came upstairs and
Yeah.
tried to read. So we read and we were
We
gonna
were
go to
so
sleep.
tired.
Yeah.
And this is the first year, I think, that we didn't have the intention of staying up late.
No, we did. But at 11 o'clock, we were like, no. I had a
last
COVID.
minute go into work, so I had to work Christmas Eve day. New Year's Eve day, which was unplanned. And so, Kevin, that was the first time you left the house to go shopping.
Yeah, I went shopping.
We
for
had
stuff.
delusions of grandeur. You know, Kevin went and he got, like, appetizers and junky foods. Yeah.
It didn't.
We
barely
ate.
happened.
Well,
we ate some of
ate
it.
it. Yeah, but we just
it
didn't
really
stay
didn't
up.
happen. We were in bed by 11. We were reading. Then fireworks went off at like 11:30, 11:45. So Tarquin freaked out. So we went downstairs.
And we watched the ball drop from
watched
your
the-
cell phone.
Yeah, we watched the ball drop from my cell phone.
Yeah.
We had music playing to like comfort my dog on the Apple device, and that's how we spent our New Year. So,
Yeah.
Hope you guys had a great holiday.
Yeah, how
had
did
a
you
great
spend your New Year's? I'm
Um,
curious. I know a lot of people that we've spoken to didn't have a typical New Year. I mean, there were some, but a lot of people kind of played it close to home.
Oh, you know what else we've done?
What have we done?
Here's 2 things that we've done in the past month. So we went to, I think this was after our last podcast, is we went to our friends giving Christmassy get together with Moogie and Beth.
We didn't talk about that? That was
don't-
so nice.
I don't know if we did. I thought it was December 11th. Yeah, it was December 11th.
When did we podcast last?
We podcast, I think, on the 6th, somewhere around there. So we did that. We got together with some friends that we get together quite often.
Yeah,
They're
but we haven't because of
COVID. So
life, the world.
we got together on a Saturday night, hung out, had food, appetizers, some drinks, played a really fun game, and I don't remember the name of it. It was new to us.
Yeah.
Remember, like, we had to guess what it was, or the place, or the person.
Yeah, it was kind of like not categories. It was kind of like a Trivial Pursuit almost, but without the pursuit part. I don't know. It was interesting.
So we did that, and that's just always a good time.
Yeah.
It's a great group. It's probably like 8 of us.
Yeah.
Right? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 8 of us.
Yeah.
8 of us, and
Again, good food.
we're just a really great group and a great like dynamic. So whenever we get together, it's always a really fun time.
We also did we went to my nephew's birthday.
Yep, that was my next thing.
Yep.
We went to your nephew's.
He turned 4.
He turned 4, and he's
Yikes. He's
adorable.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then that evening we went to your coworker's house. because it was the first time like all of your management team was kind of able to get together, and that's where
that was the event.
I got COVID.
Yeah, that was the event. That's okay.
So,
but we should have known better.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it's different. Not that it's different right now. Not that we shouldn't have known better, but it's spreading so fast now.
Right. Since
it's
then,
almost
it was
inevitable that most people are going to get it. Look, I went 2.5 years without getting it, so
I know you did great.
I'm okay. So that's
a lot of life in 10 minutes. If you are interested in some more details, we probably shared a little bit more details in some of our lives. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. We shared the last 2 lives. The first one we did was a celebration for our 12,000 subscribers, I believe. And we just did a nice Q&A, so you got to learn a little bit more about us. And then the one that we did last week were our favorite knits and items and things from 2021.
Correct. Good recap.
Okay.
All right.
That is it.
So, since we have a lot, let's get into some knittings.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Combined,
you guys remember those?
I do. Combined, we have 8 FOs.
Yep.
And 3 whips.
Right? I have 2 on my end.
I have 1, so 3 whips.
3.
Okay. So, and what's been really nice is, I don't know if we showed these. I bought these nice little notebooks for us. So we each have one. So I've started keeping track of my projects.
Yes, I have as well.
And I've been creating Ravelry pages.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is the plan. The plan
is to be organized.
With our knitting, because on how many times do we go back and are like, oh crap, how many inches did I do on that?
So
like, what do I usually?
That's a great point, because one of my FOs, I did not know what I did. I went back and watched one of our podcasts to figure it out, and I need to do that with another project that's been on my needles waiting for me to pick it up for the past year. Mm-hmm. So I have to go back to an episode from 2020 to see what I did last.
Yeah.
And figure that out. So yeah, this is the year to get organized with our knitting. So these we just purchased from Amazon. It was a package of 6 of these. So that has become handy.
And they're all different. Like his is lined, mine has like the little dots.
And then there's 2 that have nothing.
Right.
So
all right.
How many FOs do you have? Oh, we each have 4.
4.
All right. Do you want to go first? Or do you want?
Sure.
You go first.
I'll go first. Well, yeah, I'll show that in a minute because I'm nice and toasty right now. It's a little chilly. These are finished. You've seen these before. The other FOs, actually, I was going to say like maybe you haven't seen them, but you haven't seen one of them. These are the Christmas socks that I finished using West Yorkshire spinners in their signature 4-ply base. This is using the Candy Cane colorway, and it's just plain stockinette sock with a Fish Lips Kiss heel. I did a 2x2 rib. I talked about these a few times, and these secretly I was doing for Kevin. So I gave them to him for Christmas. I rolled them up and put them in his stocking, and I was hoping that he wouldn't notice. And he did make one comment for you sleuths out there who kind of paid attention when I was showing the first one finished. I think you made a comment like, why is the foot looks so small? Because usually I have bigger feet than Kevin.
Right.
And so I was hoping that he wouldn't ask any follow-up questions. So these were his, I feel, how do they wear?
They wear very well. They're,
because they're like kind of rustic.
Yeah, they have a woolier feel to them.
Yeah.
So they're not, like, they don't feel like a typical superwash yarn, even though they've already been washed. I've worn them twice.
I actually washed and blocked these before I gave them to you. I washed them, soaked them, and then I put them on sock blockers.
But they've been in the wash too.
They have they?
Yeah, they've already been washed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
they just feel like a nice sturdy sock. Like they would be a nice sturdy sock.
They're a good like commercial yarn. I've used.
Oh yeah.
I actually have some. I think I have their Aran weight.
Yeah. So I have. This is what I used. This is the West Yorkshire spinners. I have 23 grams left over there, and it's 75% wool, 25% nylon, and 35% of that wool is blue face Leicester. I always forget how to say it.
I don't know. I
just learned how to say some other things, so it'll take me some time. It was 437 yards per the 100 gram ball, and I have, like I said, 23 grams still left over, which is significant.
Yeah.
I did not do contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. I did 72 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle.
Which is surprising because they fit well. They're not super loose.
That was what I was getting nerve. I'm a tighter knitter, though, I think, anyway.
I typically do 64 on a 2.25.
I got 8 stitches per inch.
Oh, I've never measured mine, actually.
Is usually my sock gauge. I should do that one time, huh? Which is looser than yours, so that's why I figured...
How do you know? You measure my socks?
No, because I feel like your socks are just looser in general.
I don't know. I'll have to measure.
Yeah. Anyway, those, I won't talk much more about them, but that's pretty much that. I'm glad that you like them. I was really happy. I think this is the first thing that I was able to, like, knit for you.
It's the only thing you've knit for me, yeah. And those are on Katrinkle sock blockers that are adjustable that we got at Knit New Haven.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we showed these a while ago. When
but they're really fun.
They are fun. I'll show you.
Because you can unscrew them.
Yeah.
And make them longer to fit whatever type of length foot that you have.
So you can see, like, there's still a lot of space here where I can extend the foot out. You can adjust the heel.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you can move the heel up and down.
Oh.
So you can slide that down if you wanted, like, a deeper heel.
Okay.
And then the leg also, you can...
Move it up.
You can move it up. But, yeah, they're really nice. They're embroidered with our laser cut. Whatever.
Yeah, those are good. We got those a while
Katrinkles.
back. Yeah.
Made in the USA.
All right, so
that's my first FO.
Very nice.
Finished
and thank you.
object.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, keeping in the theme of socks, I will show my first FO.
Sure.
This is a pair of socks I finally finished.
I am in love with these socks.
These are, I did a 2x2 twisted rib.
That's a good choice.
I do a German twist cast on. I use the tutorial from Andrea Mowry. It's the one that works for me. I do typically like 15 to 20 rows of my ribbing, and then this I did 68 stitches because sometimes I do have issues with my instep. I did a heel flap and gusset. That's my favorite heel.
Yep.
And I did contrasting heel and toes, which I really love this color.
I do too. It's so good, Kev.
I'm really pleased with the way that... Which one's
pooling?
my favorite? I think this was my favorite. The pooling on this one's fantastic up at
so
the top. They actually are very similar. Like, I think they go reverse wise. Like, the pooling up here matches the bottom of this sock a little bit more. But yeah, I love this pair.
Me too. I love pooling. I'm a fan.
So the yarn is from Lolo Did It. This is the August 2020 the Downton Abbey Club upstairs and downstairs. The main color is called Only Girl in the World. It was 85 extra fine superwash merino, 15 nylon, 100 grams for 440 yards. It's a 3-ply yarn. So here's what I have left. I don't measure what I have left, so I have no idea. And then my mini also came with it. This is called Wonderful Things. So this is a 28 gram mini. It's 124 yards. So this one is a nice, like, deep pink.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Like whites, and there's just little hints of like gray here and there. And then this one's the brown, blue. I mean, this has brown in it, blue, green, beige, orange.
It's got a ton
There's
of
red.
stuff.
So many colors in here. Haven't tried these on, actually.
Oh, no?
It has a really, like, that scummy green right there, which is always a fun color to get. I think that's like a color everybody loves.
Scummy green?
Does anybody not love a scummy green?
I don't like saying scummy green.
I like saying
But looking at it is nice. I don't know if I would describe it as scummy green.
Yeah, it's that, like...
I get what you're saying, like pond scum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was really nice. And we were talking about it Thursday night. I just banged these out. It was the only thing I worked on. And I forget sometimes how quickly socks knit up. I knit mine on the Chaogu Red Lace US1 2.25 millimeter. And I just forget, like, if you focus on socks, how quickly they go. I had knit on the second sock. I knit the leg in a day. And then I did my heel flap and my foot the next day. So it took me like 2 days to do the second sock, which is really, really quick. I also had COVID, and I was home.
You also had, like, the entire day to sit in it.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
still, that's great.
Either way, they knit up really, really quick.
Absolutely.
So I'm super pleased with these. I think my I was looking at it. I think I did a good job with my gussets and not having any holes there. And yeah, I even wove in my ends and blocked them, which I have socks on right now that I haven't even woven my ends in.
No, I know. When you put them on this morning, I was like,
yep.
You have long ends on those.
And then this I have living in my Lila Styles Gryffindor bag with the Harry Potter.
Still living in there, or you just...
That's where all... So
was.
that's where it was. That's where the yarn has been until I put it away. And my needle thing. So this stuff stays in until I put that away.
Lovely. It's
and
a beautiful
that
bag.
is FO number 1.
Lovely. Okay. Want me to go?
Yeah, go next.
These you also saw. These, I'll pull up the pattern.
They are not brioche.
They are not brioche, and I think the last episode... No, it was the episode before that. I was calling it brioche. So that was
we corrected it in the...
Yeah, that was the title of our episode.
49.
These mitts
40,
are,
50.
These mitts are not brioche. These are called the Mutson... I'm having a really hard time today. These are called the Hudson Mitts. And they are by Dory Kirshner, a.k.a. Fritter Knitter.
Can I stop you for a sec?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My socks are just vanilla socks. It's not...
Okay.
I didn't follow a pattern.
Sure. This was a collaboration between Jill Zielinski and the designer. And I showed... I don't know if I had finished one of the mitts or not, but I did finish them both. And I used North Bay fiber, Heritage base. I love how these look. Look at, they match my shawl, which we'll talk about and we'll talk about very, very shortly. This is a really nice slip stitch pattern. You've got some purl bumps that kind of create that 3D look. From a distance, I really thought that they were brioche. I don't know why. I made a little bit of modification to these where I knit 5 extra rows, I believe, for the ribbing here. I knit they give you some instructions on how to lengthen the wrist portion, which I did that. And then I added a couple more rows to the top here, just because I didn't want them up higher than this. I kind of like them just fitting a little bit lower because it's just enough.
Did you do something different with your...
I think it's so fun.
I
like these a lot.
With your thumbs? Or no?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I feel like I remember you saying it, but I don't know.
I did something different with my thumbs on my other mitts.
Okay.
So these are them. The Hudson mitts. I will show... I don't know where my other... I think this is the leftover from my shawl, to be honest with you, but it's okay. So this is this is Steelhead by North Bay Fiber.
Upside down. There you go. Good.
And it's 100% Targhee Polypay wool, which we talked about before. It's absolutely gorgeous, airy, lofty yarn. And I think I said it's DK. Woolen spun, 23 micron, which is really nice for this type of yarn. 150 yards in a 50-gram skein, which is how it comes. So there's Steelhead there. And then this is called Natural. And I have some of that left. These were sold as kits. Jill had put together some kits for the mitts on her site. And I picked up 2 of those. I think I showed them last time.
You did, yeah.
So I will be making another pair of these. I did knit these on circular needles, and I followed the pattern with the needle recommendations, and I chose the medium size. Or is there no size?
I thought there was that had a size.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I did the adult medium. But I added the extra little tidbit things that they tell you to do in there.
Nice.
Yeah, fun. I love them.
They knit up pretty quick too, from what I remember.
Yeah, and they're very, very warm. This yarn is very, very warm.
I know.
I've worn these a bunch already.
I have some of her yarn. I need to figure out what to make with it.
You can just give it to me. I'll be happy to knit with it.
I have 3 colors So
You do. You were gonna make a color. You were gonna do a color.
I thought a
hat.
color work hat. So I'll see if I could find something because I only have one whip, so I
Yeah.
need some stuff on the needles.
Sure.
All right. So my next FO. Are you done with
actually
that? About that one?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wear them.
Okay.
I'm warm. I'm cold.
You're bougie.
You know what? Don't judge, please. This is a judgment-free zone.
So my next one, you guys haven't seen. Actually, my next 3, you've never seen. They've all been knit, cast on.
They're
and knit
brand
since
new.
The last podcast. So this is I knit a Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli. This is the second one that I've done. When we were at our Friendsmas, that's what it was called.
Oh yeah,
That's
Friendsmas.
what the text was.
Yeah.
So our Friendsmas, we had asked, each of us had asked one of our friends if they would like something. So I showed one of my friends this, said, would you like this? Is that something you would wear? She said, yes. So I came home that weekend, hit the stash up back here and was like, what are colors that would work well, but maybe colors that I wouldn't use? So I picked 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. This is knit on a US 6 needle, which I think is a
4.5
4.
millimeter.
No, I think it's a 4 because
Okay.
8 is 5. I think 7's 4.5, and then 6 is a 4 millimeter. So here is my Pure Joy. It's blocked.
It's lovely.
It's ready.
Yeah.
You hold, and then we'll go across. Pure Joy.
What a great.
Pure
I
joy.
love this. Wow. It's nice and long.
Right?
Yeah.
So you start here
Look how good everything
with an
looks.
I-cord cast on, and then you kind of work your way back and forth. You do short rows. You have some yarn over eyelets here. It's a really quick knit.
You got this done fast.
I just
think.
powered through this.
Yeah.
Because I do love knitting it,
Oh,
and it's
so
garter stitch.
squishy.
So the main color here is from North Bay Fibers.
Oh yeah.
So you and I bought a club.
We did the club. I did hats in all of mine.
It was we got this last
2020.
2020. January. Yeah, it had to be
Yeah,
January.
it started 2020.
2020. So this is called January Embers.
Yep.
It is a 75-25 and it has about 460 yards. It does have a mini that I didn't use. I thought about it, but I thought better than using it. So the reason I picked these is if you see it, the colors in here are so similar. Like you have these like pink and reds. You have some of this like mustardy yellow, almost that scummy green again. But you also have it down here in this one. Now this, I have no idea what color this is. It is from my Lolo Did It. This is the Downton Abbey May 2020, but I don't know that it came with a yarn band for it. It did.
For the mini?
Yeah, it did for the, I don't even think it had it.
Oh, yeah, because she puts the yarn bands on.
Yeah, so the mini that came with it has Mary's Virtue written on it.
Right.
So I don't know the name of the main color.
It is 8515 though.
Yeah, it's the same yarn that I
Three-ply.
use for my socks. So here's what I have left over of the secondary color.
This one here.
Yeah, so I may be using this as heels and toes and some socks that I have going on now.
Yeah, sure.
And then this is what I have left of the main color, the gray. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoy it. I'll probably get this. I think I'm going to she doesn't know that it's done. She hasn't seen it. So I think I'm just going to like get a card.
Ooh, it's so squishy. You just want to like hug it.
Ship it to her with a little card. And
send it to her with a little care package from Soup to Nuts or whatever that thing is called.
Spoonful of Comfort?
Spoonful of Comfort.
Soup to Nuts.
I don't know.
So yeah, so this wears, it's more of a scarf to me. Like it has more of a scarf feel than a shawl because it's not all bulky.
It's not bulky at all.
So you just throw it on.
Oh, it's so good.
I think it's so
Me
good.
too.
I love the colors. I was a bit hesitant when I was knitting it. I didn't know. You never know how yarn's going to look.
Yeah.
That has this like variegation or speckles in it when you're knitting garter stitch. You kind of, it looks a little bit, I don't want to say better, but you see it better in a stockinette fabric, in my opinion.
But I love how like it's just like little lines almost.
Yeah, it's definitely just
It's
little
so
lines.
cool.
There's some pooling that happens
Yep.
here and there, but the color changes in it, it's done so well
It is. It's one of those
that
that
it's not a crazy pooling effect.
right. It's one of those that like invites people to look at it. Like it's very interesting.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that I went with the gray as the main color.
Me too.
And used this light peachy color as the secondary. Because I could have gone either way, but I think it worked really well with the gray and getting this nice light pop.
Right.
So it was fun to knit and see how the colors were going to play together, especially when I did the yarn overs and some of the maybe like the red was working with the red and the gray yarn.
Yes.
But I mean, you even have these little pops like of blue in here. Really beautiful. Both of these are just really great colorways. It's such a great shawl.
Oh, it's so good.
It was funny because we talked about this in last week's live. Somebody asked for a good beginner type of thing, and I said pure joy. And
Absolutely.
I really think if this is such a good beginner shawl because it's US 6 needles.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to make stitches, do yarn overs, knit two together, and short rows. And short rows on this, what I do is I use a stitch marker, and I forget how it goes. I think it's like knit to last, wrap and turn, and then knit 7 stitches or something. Right. So I put on my way back, I like put
you knit those 7 stitches and then
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I put a stitch marker where I would have to knit to the following row,
right?
Just so I didn't have to keep track of my wrap and turns. And what else do I have to say? What else did I do with this? I think that's it.
Nice.
And this was living in my bag from Whimsy Stitches.
Which you still don't even take the tag off yet.
I know.
I love that bag.
And I think this I knit on my Mindful needles.
Oh, you did?
The Knitter's Pride Mindful needles. Oh. Yeah, because those are 5-inch tips.
Yeah.
So
I love that for shawl knitting.
Yeah, and it has a swivel cord.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so
good.
I enjoy that for a larger project.
You know what? Maybe I'll get a set of those.
If you do, I would get 4-inch tips. You have 5-inch tips in your chest.
But not with swivel.
So this is pure joy. If you haven't knit it, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite shawl patterns.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I think it's like maybe a $6 pattern.
Oh, that's good to know.
So it's not awful.
Okay.
All right. So that was FO number 2.
My next one, I guess I can show my shawl. So this, I love so much. This is the Angler by Jill Zielinski or Knitterella, using the same yarn that I showed before, the Steelhead in North Bay fiber. And I used the pattern calls for 5 skeins of it. It's 50 gram balls. I have 8 grams left over. This nugget is what's left over from the shawl.
Wow.
So you definitely, depending on your tension, you should probably, I didn't swatch for this, but if you are one that knits super tight or super loose, your yardage will definitely vary, and you may not have enough yarn if you knit very, very loose, right?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know either. Somebody will probably say. So this is a very, very simple triangular shawl with
peekaboo.
Hello. Just stockinette sections and garter sections. It has a beautiful, like, the edge to this. Well, this is the I-cord bind off there, but the edge as you're knitting, I think it creates this really cool, interesting edge with the slip stitches.
Yeah, it's a nice
you
edge.
Like slip that first stitch, and then I think this does a great job showcasing the yarn.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think that this yarn in a fabric like this yarn would make an amazing sweater.
I was just going to say the same thing.
It's very light, but very, very warm. Like, I'm very cold right now. This is not around my neck.
It's freezing here, guys. It's like
it's cold.
It's 20-something degrees.
I mean, we haven't gotten usually we live at this temperature as normal as like 20 in the wintertime in February and stuff.
For us?
For us.
In Connecticut?
Yes.
No. Not 20.
Yes.
No, like low 30s is norm. Yeah.
Anyway, this is the first time that our temperatures dropped below we were like in the 50s, and it was very mild December.
Yeah. We got 6 inches of snow Friday.
Right. That was our first like significant snowfall. So I just love this. I think it looks, the stitch definition is really nice.
Yeah, it blocked beautifully.
It did. I did not pin it. I just laid it flat.
Yeah.
And kind of, smoothed it out a little bit.
And you spit felt to join your yarns.
Yeah, I had
really
2
nice.
ends. I only had 2 ends to weave in.
Yeah.
With the 5 skeins of yarn. Jill was wearing this at Rhinebeck, and
in that color, right?
No, she was wearing it, I think, in the natural color. Okay. It was the lighter one, I think.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah. But this, I wanted something very neutral, and I'm all about the grays. So I thought this would be really, really nice for me. Just a nice, simple, and it feels so nice and cozy. Yeah, it was really cozy. It was really nice to knit with. And there was, even after washing it, I noticed
animal fiber.
There's still like little bits
of vegetation.
Vegetation.
What size needle is it knit on?
Good question, Aaron. Let me show you the pattern as well. I wasn't planning on showing this next, so I had my other pattern loaded up.
Yeah, I'll get my next pattern up.
Okay. Look at us trying to be organized for the new year, eh? Oh yeah, this is the color that she wore. So this is Angler. And I used the recommended yarn and needles. So total, if you're interested, you can use a DK or worsted weight in about 750 yards. So just so that you know. Needles is a US 6. I did go up a needle size. She recommends in the pattern when you're doing the I-cord bind off to go up a needle size. And that's what I did. And I'm happy that I did. Because, the I-cord, depending on how tight you knit it can be a little bit tight. Yeah. So this is, like, how fun is this little ensemble?
I know. Look at you. Are you going to make a hat next out of the gray?
I was actually thinking about that.
Are you going to be all gray?
I feel like I'm going in a
Christian gray?
Gray phrase. But this is almost like this is a cool gray as opposed to like a warm gray, right? Do you feel like it's a cool gray? No? I think I'm a cool guy wearing the gray. So that's that. That's the shawl. It was very a very nice knit. I really wanted to knit something just cozy.
And that also, I feel like you knit that up pretty quickly.
I feel like it did take me some time though, because I feel like I took some breaks and worked on a couple of other things. Remember we were talking about like
monogamy.
I would have gotten this done had I only focused on this one project, but I'm having a really hard time, y'all, right now, not casting on everything.
I know.
I have so many freaking things that I want to cast, and I might just cast them on. Who cares?
I mean, we have enough project bags.
We do. Yeah. I might just cast everything on. I might have 20 whips by next time we podcast. I'll never get anything done, but
I know. I think I'm going to I may be casting on a shawl today, and
I'm going to cast on a shawl and a hat today too. Oh, me too. Twinsies.
And
what are we having for lunch today?
I'm doing the
pasta.
No, that's dinner tonight. I'm doing I'm going to do eggs, and I'm going to make some hash browns with the leftover potatoes.
Great.
And
I'm getting very hungry.
Maybe like an omelet with the spinach as well, like eggs with spinach and cheese.
Okay.
That might be what I do for lunch.
Great. Love it.
Okay. So next up is I did another Harlow hat. So this is the DK pattern by Andrea Mowry or Drea Renee Knits. It uses 2 needles. So you use a US 2, which is a 2.75 millimeter, and a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter. I have this. It was living in my Katie Did Bags bag bucket with the chevrons.
Yeah, because last time you called them arrows and somebody said that they were more like chevrons.
I know. And I used Brooklyn Tweed Loft in cast iron and soot. So this is some of the yarn that I ordered specifically for this hat. I purchased it. So this is their...
You have a lot left over.
I know, I do. This is their loft. So it's a DK weight. It's wool and spun.
Yeah.
So it's a very
the new
airy,
labels.
I know, their fonts are great too. So this is fingering weight.
Yeah, it's fingering. No wonder why it's so much smaller.
But it calls for Brooklyn tweed. But it's also a DK hat.
Does it call for a loft?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's probably why you have so much left over. Is loft maybe there's a loft DK?
No, there
version.
isn't. Let's look at this pattern. So, all right. So, each of the...
So now you can show that now the difference.
But that's in
sense.
loft as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, so the sample is Brooklyn tweed loft. So, oh no, fingering weight. Sorry, it's a fingering weight pattern. I don't know why I was thinking DK.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks because I bought a whole bunch of DK yarn to make one.
No, you bought worsted.
I made worsted to make.
So you're doing the worsted one.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we confusing you yet?
This is fingering 275 yards, 251 meters.
I love these together.
Yeah. So this is the color that she originally shown.
Yeah.
So last episode, I think I showed my previous version, which used cast iron and sweatshirt. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was a little bit big. Or bigger than I expected. I've worn it a bunch, and it's just very loose on my head, so I wanted to try a different size.
Sure.
The previous one I knit the adult large, so this time I knit the adult small.
Oh, you went from a large to a small.
Because there's no medium.
Oh.
So it's adult small and adult large.
Really?
Which confused me. Actually,
well, it's brioche, right? So
Right.
it should be extra stretchy.
It's a brioche, and what I love about this is because it's two colors, it's a really easy brioche pattern.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in love with brioche now. I find it super easy. I made some mistakes, y'all, and I dropped stitches and I corrected brioche.
Woohoo!
Like, oh my god, it was crazy. What was I just wanted to see sizing on this. So the sizes it comes in.
Just saying, we're 42 minutes in. We're only talking about. We haven't even showed anything else, but our FOs we're still talking about.
I know. So it comes with a child, a youth / adult small, and then adult large. So there's no medium size, which confused the hell out of me when I was trying to bind or doing my decreases because I thought I was knitting a medium. So either way, here we go. Here's the version, which
it's so good.
It's really great. I have a little holder.
Leonard.
You know why? Because I remember the last one I broke the yarn.
You did. You were
I
trying
was
to be
very
gentle.
conscious.
I forgot
of
about
that.
You're absolutely right.
So
I love this side.
Here's the flip side.
Look at the decreases. They're so much
Decreases are really great here. Mm-hmm. It's such a good knit, but it's a much different size, and I don't know why. So I'm going to compare it.
You went from a large to a small.
Yeah, but the look at the difference in height. But it's knit the same length, 8 inches. So I don't know what I did. I must have measured really poorly because the decreases, the large hat, so this is the previous one with cast iron and sweatshirt, it only has one extra set of decreases. So that's why I got really confused.
And less stitches when you cast on.
16 less stitches.
Okay.
So not that, but I mean, that's quite a bit different. So apparently my measuring was way off, but it fits great.
It does.
Like, it has a really nice tight fit. It's not slouchy at all. Which
not tight like you're going to get a headache from it.
No, but
fitted.
It's not going to slide off me.
Right.
So I do think that this is a great, if you like your hats a little bit tighter with a little maybe negative ease, this is perfect. And I think it shows it off really well, the brioche.
Me too.
So I'm really thrilled with this. I just finished it yesterday afternoon and blocked it, and it was dried within like an hour or two.
Oh, that's really good.
Because I threw it in the spin dryer to get the extra water out. But yeah, it is just a beautiful hat.
Yeah.
But here, so this you can see kind of it compared to this fella, which you could just see initially. Like, I have so much room in here, and it's.
I think this
much
is more of
slouchy.
like a fashion statement as opposed to like.
But this one I could
that's
fold
nice.
up the brim,
Yeah, I like
and
that.
also wear it down and get a little more
Yeah.
warmth. So they're both great.
They
I
are.
love the I do kind of like the light gray here, but I love this one that I just finished because there really is like very little difference. Kind of there's not as much contrast, which because this gray,
But there is enough. It's showing up
Yeah.
better on camera.
but this gray has like flecks of the black
Yeah.
in it. So sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, am I picking up the right stitch or knitting the right stitch together?
Oh, it looks just so woolly and nice.
It is. It's a beautiful yarn. And what
Yeah.
I love about this is when you're knitting it too, it feels rough, but man, when it blocks,
Yeah.
it just takes it away. Like that roughness.
It's really,
to it.
really pretty.
It's a beautiful yarn to knit with. I love knitting with Brooklyn
Me
tweed.
too. We have enough of it now. We have a whole bag full.
Let's not.
I'm not judging. There's no judgment
There's
there.
no judgment
No,
in
no,
this
no, no.
zone.
No, this is
You
a judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone.
Except when you judge me. Apparently, that's acceptable.
Can I just say I'm really happy with
That Nakia cut your hair today?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So Kevin cheated on our hairdresser.
Yeah. So we typically get our haircut every 3 weeks, and our last appointment in December not our last. One of our appointments in December got canceled because the lady who cuts our hair, she got COVID. So I was like, shiznit, I can't go 4 weeks. I think it would have been 4 to 5 weeks without a haircut. So I went to a different barber, had a different lady cut my hair, and
I, on the other hand, waited.
you waited because your hair
And
grows.
Nakia called you a cheater.
She did.
She did. But we saw
but-
her again today. It was nice. She does a really good job.
Yeah, and my hair last time, it was just not right. And I had to wait 4 weeks for Nakia to cut my hair. So I was really pleased to have my hair back to the way that I like it. All right, so that's FO number 4 for me.
Okay, that means I have one more.
And I have one more.
Take these off. You have one more as well?
Yeah. We each had 4.
So I thought you said that was FO number 4 for you.
No, that's a lie. That was FO number 3 for me.
Okay, these are also mitts, which I'm loving the mitt knitting.
I know. I need a pair. I actually
I'm going to do some more because I have some things to say about this pattern.
So I was watching the Grocery Girls this week.
Yeah?
And Tracy knit Jody a pair of, is it Selbu mittens?
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
And she got the yarn from,
Those are the ones that have like the triangle,
yeah.
right? And they're like color work.
And she got the yarn from, crap. The designer in like Michigan or Wisconsin. They talked about her all the time and I can't think of the yarn.
Huh.
Oh, Barrett Woolcomb.
Oh, Barrett Woolcomb.
So it's a DK pattern, the one that she used, but she used worsted weight yarn, and it's really beautiful. And I'm thinking about buying yarn for it. But yeah, maybe.
Okay. I thought we weren't going to buy
Is
yarn
our
in 2022.
camera sliding down?
Yeah.
I'm going to move it up. So hold on. There we go.
Hello.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah. I tightened it. I tighten it.
Well, it's been a
last-
month.
Okay.
You know, we all gained a little bit of weight in this month, so. I knit Point Edwards mitts. These guys. So this is the cool thing about these, and I'll show you the pattern. This is Point Edwards mitts. They are by Farlight Fibers. They're cuffed convertible mitts. So if you look, you have, it's cuffed up, and then you can undo the cuff and cover your hands and your thumb to give you a little bit of extra warmth while you're out and about. Now, a couple of things about this. I'll tell you, the yarn that I used was my leftover yarn for the Unbearable Hat by Maxim Sear. When you all remember, I think, when I knit that one. That is sitting as a sample at our local yarn shop, which is really kind of cool. I'll go through it all in a minute because I like these down a little bit. I can leave the thumbs, I guess. That's fine. So this is using Brooklyn Tweed Arbor as well.
Well, I use Loft.
Oh, yeah.
You're using Arbor.
I'm using Arbor. And these are my leftovers. So I used Crumb, which is this color. And I still even have 5 grams left of that. You can see I had 34 grams, which was 98 yards. I was trying to do some math to see. After my Unbearable hat, which uses 3 50-gram skeins of yarn, I had 34 grams left over, and I used, do the math, I have 5 grams left. So I used about 29 grams. No, yeah. Of the Crumb. I had to like do some color blocking because I didn't know if I was going to have enough, and I'm kind of happy with how I did the colors.
Yeah, I think they look great.
Yeah, I think they look kind of cool.
It was smart. I think they were smart choices for the colors.
Thank you. I liked these colors together. They're very similar to the recommended colors for the Unbearable hat, if not like identical. I'm not sure. But I kind of liked the little pops, and I liked when you folded this over, you can only see a little bit, and then when you pop it out, you see more of the that thaw. So the thaw is the lighter color, which I have a ton of this left over still. I still have 25 grams of this left.
Nice.
Which is great because I like this color. And then this was Kettle, which is another one of my favorites. It's that black color. And I had no grams left of that. This is what I had left. So I was really like, I thought I would be playing some pretty significant yarn chicken, but I won. And yeah, I'm happy with these. The issue, this is a free pattern. The issue that I have with the pattern is that it's one size. And I didn't really realize that it's one size, until I actually like started knitting it, I guess.
Oh, really? You didn't like
I didn't read the
sizes?
pattern. No.
And
And so I was like, son of a gun. But I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to do these mitts, and I had like a plan in my head to do them. It says it fits a average women's medium is how the pattern is written. My hands are not an average woman's
obviously not
size hand. So it is tight. They are a little bit snug for me. I think they look okay, but you can see it stretches. Some of the stitches stretch a little bit more. I had to do a little bit of surgery or reinforcement. I had to do some reinforcement around the thumb because you can see there.
Yeah.
So it's because the yarn, because the pattern is so much smaller than my hand. So I am probably going to give these away. But I did reinforce this. I love how they look, and I would definitely do another pair. I think you can have a lot of fun with the color blocking and doing some different things that way. And I might use the measurements for the paddle mitts by Tin Can Knits. That's or just a paid for pattern.
Just use the paddle mitts and
adjust that pattern and just knit farther along.
Yeah, because.
Yeah, the cool thing I like about these, though, and I'll take them off so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. What I like about these, too, is that it's a 1x1 half-twisted rib. So they call it a twisted rib, but we learned that an actual true twisted rib is where you knit through the back loop, and then you purl through the back as well.
So a true twisted rib is knit flat.
Yeah, back and forth. Right. So this is just you're knitting through the back loop and then you're purling normal. But I love it. I love how it looks. So that's on...
Oh, wait, I get it.
Do you see what I'm saying? You're actually
twisting...
when you're doing...
You're
twisting both the knits and the purls in a true twisted rib.
Oh, okay.
So this is just twisting the knits. But a lot of people just call it a twisted rib.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know who I learned that from.
I believe from Chevis.
Probably, because Chevis is a wealth of knowledge, and we love Chevis. So these are them. I love them. I think a really fun thing to do would be to duplicate stitch a snowflake or something like that on here. I think that would be really cute.
Or on this, so I think it would depend on the colors. I think this one could be really fun to duplicate stitch like a penguin.
Oh yeah, but I can use some. I was thinking of duplicate stitching something in this color.
Oh, I see.
A snowflake or something like that, just because I had so much of this.
Well, you could outline a penguin because it's black.
That's a good idea.
And then do a little white belly.
Beyond my...
Oh my God, that'd be so cute.
It would be cute.
I wouldn't do that.
So I think... I don't know. I don't know who to give these to.
mother, probably.
I was thinking my mom, but do you think she would wear these colors?
I don't know. Maybe she could comment below when she watches.
Yeah, Mom,
it.
comment below. Or just call me. Oh, so here's another thing that I did. Because I was, this is the first knit the first one that I did. And one of the things, because I was, I started my ribbing in a different color. You get those, you can see where I picked up the stitches. So here, you can't see that. Like, it's not anything like this. So what I did was I just knit one row of the contrasting color first, and then I picked those up, and I think it looks a lot more
cleaner.
Yeah. I agree.
What size needles are these knit on?
I will tell you in a moment. I did a German twisted cast on for that, and I did a I just bound off. So the pattern tells you to use Jenny's loose. What is it called?
Stretchy bind off?
Yeah, who does it? Jenny
or Jackie or Jill?
One of them does the stretchy bind off.
Jenny?
It's Jenny's stretchy bind off and somebody's
Magic cast on.
Lucy? I did. So anyway, it calls for that loosey goosey cast off or thing, and so I just did. I just bound off in knits and pearls.
Who the hell? What's the name? It's got to. I think it's Jenny.
I think it's Jenny too, but it's not Jessica. There's somebody else. Who's the?
So
one does a cast on. Jenny's magic cast on.
Judy.
Jenny and Judy.
They're...
One of them does the beginning and one of them does the end. So I just bound off.
What video do you use for German twist cast on? Because I know that you
say that I do it differently.
No, you don't watch Andrea Maurer.
Yes, I did. But unless I just added my own little spin to it, I don't know.
I think because
look how nice.
I love German twisted
cast on. Me too. Super nice.
But I remember when
Springy.
I was first learning to or trying to learn how to do it, very pink knits, you do something where you flick your thumb or something.
Yeah, I bring my thumb down.
Right, and that's very pink knits. I think that's how she does it.
Maybe I learned from her.
And Andrea Maurer doesn't have you do that. It's just a different movement with your needle.
No, I go... I do move my thumb.
You move your thumb. I don't move my thumb. So you must do very pink knits. And
maybe. Or maybe I just do the Ray Ray version.
No, you do very pink knits.
Maybe I'll do a tutorial. So these, to answer your question, it's 3.5 millimeter needles.
Okay.
You need 190 yards of DK weight yarn. Yeah, the gauge for the actual pattern is 11 stitches over 2 inches. And it's really a simple pattern. I just wish that there were different sizes.
I'm really trying to debate if this is moving again. Do you think so? I don't know.
I'm watching it. So I'm trying to match it up. Do you see? We can see that yarn tag.
Yeah,
there?
I've been looking at the Quince & Co. yarn tag to see where that goes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's that. Those are all of my FOs this past month. I did do I think a few more hats for the ornaments too. I might have done another hat or two that we had given away. We showed all the other hats that we did for the kids, right?
Yeah. I actually didn't show...
you had another one. You did that.
I didn't show Dominic's hat.
Right.
So that's right. I finished the Musselburgh hat. Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague and the Knit Picks. I was knitting the smaller one for our nephew.
Yeah, they turned out really well.
So he got that for Christmas, so I don't have that. Mm-hmm. So I have my last FO, which is living
I have a picture of...
in my bearded pearl bag. This is something that I had started. I knit one of these back in June or July. I started the second one, and I was knitting it on one of our Thursday night knit nights, and I messed up, and it's been living in this bag on a chair downstairs since then. So yesterday, once I finished my Harlow hat, I needed something else, so I ripped this out, and I started knitting it again. So this is the colorful half and half washcloth by Pearl Soho. It's a free pattern. If you guys remember from last year, I made quite a big purchase of the Pearl Soho.
Like 20 skeins of the Pearl Soho.
It was free shipping. And it was on sale. Mm-hmm. Of the Buttercup cotton, which is 100% organic cotton. So I used the evening blue and summer melon colors. So I just finished this washcloth this morning, woven the ends and did my little I-cord thing. So I forgot what I did because I did make an adjustment to the pattern. The pattern calls for 72 stitches, which is supposed to make a 12 by 12 square.
Sure.
I thought that was too big. So I had to go back and watch our podcast to see what I did. And I cast on 48 stitches. So you start here with the blue. You do short rows to create this first triangle. Then you pick up over here. And you do short rows to create the other triangle in the opposite direction. And then you do an I-cord to make your little loop and weave in your ends. And so now this is the one that I had shown back in 2021 that I had knit. So I just reversed the colors.
Oh, yeah.
And these are really cute. And I have a ton of yarn left over in this color. So I think what I'm going to do is I believe I'm going to cast on 2 more for like a face cloth.
Yeah.
So I want it a bit smaller than this. So I think I'm going to cast on 36.
So you make it smaller.
Yeah, bring it in a little bit. So I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do.
I think that's a great idea. I think the gift sets are cute. Oh, one other thing that we're going to do this year is put together a gift basket.
Yeah.
So that we can
have stuff ready.
Yeah, like things like those mitts. I mean, I'll see if my mom wants them, but if not, I'll put them in the gift bin. We'll find somebody to.
And what's fun about this, though, is that it gives you a bunch of instructions to knit all these different triangles. So you could have, this one has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on one triangle, or 2 or 3. So there's all these variations. That's all the colors that they have in the yarn. They have a lot of colors.
There's a lot. They're really like spring-like. They feel springy.
Right. So you have this one. And
we
then
need a little brightness to brighten up.
Then you have these 2. So yeah, it has instructions on how to do each one, and it's a free pattern.
It's all free.
So it's a really great pattern. Their wrap and turn instructions were really confusing to me. So I've done what I know kind of makes sense to me for a wrap and turn. And it's knit on a US 3, which is, I know I just said it, I think it's a 3.25 millimeter US 3. Really quick knit. I knit that one in a day for the most part.
Yeah, really.
And
they're nice and soft.
Where's the rest of that yarn?
I think we have a cotton bin. Oh, there it all is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and this is the, oh, yeah, that's some more cotton. This is that actually, look, this is the West Yorkshire spinners that I was talking about.
They have a cotton?
No, the Hearne weight that I have. I bought this from Knit New Haven on sale like years ago, so I have a bunch of this. I've made hats with it. I actually did my Lorient toque in this.
You did?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So that's my last FO.
Well, that was our faux show.
All right.
Get
it? Now we got some whips. I have 1.
I have 2.
So you go first.
Okay, these 2 are simple ones. This one is living in one of my favorite bags ever. Oh,
look at that. Who would have thought?
Yeah. So, I showed this yarn last time. I don't think that this was cast on though. We talked about this. My niece is having like a green phase right now. So she really loves the sockhead cowl that I knit for her.
I'm going to move this
mom.
again, so bear with me a moment because it's falling.
Tarquin's on the move too.
Is he?
Yeah. I am using GG Bonin. It's an 80% merino, 20% nylon sock yarn. It's 400 yards. It's in the colorway Limeade.
Hi, baby.
And so I showed this last time. Here's the yarn. It's really, really bright.
It is
green. And this is what I have so far. So this is the Sockhead Cowl by Kelly McClure. It's a free pattern. It goes right alongside the sockhead slouch, which is my fave. It calls for the same amount of ribbing. It's a 4-inch rib, 4-inch ribbing. I did 3.5 inches. I think I just got tired of doing it. And
4 inches of ribbing is a lot of ribbing.
It's a lot, especially for a cowl. Like, it's gonna sit on a 6-year-old girl's neck. And I wonder what he's crying for.
I don't know. I'll go see.
Okay. So the yarn, it's nice because you can see those specks of like that creamy white color, which is like it almost looks like a limesicle, like one of those orange, or lime popsicles with the cream inside, like a limeade. Who would have thunk? So that is that. I'll pull up the pattern so that you can see, and I actually kind of want to remind myself how long it actually needs to be. I'm feeling like I'm almost done with the knitting piece because I just don't feel like knitting any more of it. So it's 100. You cast on 160 stitches. Like I said, it's a free pattern, and you work 12 inches, or until you have the same amount left for the ribbing, which. Oh, is it 12 inches total, or do you knit for another 12 inches? No, for 12 inches, and then you have the total length of the cowl is actually pretty long. So I have a total of about 9 inches here. So I'm probably gonna go maybe another 4 inches or so, and then I'll do the ribbing again. But nice. Yeah, that's cute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be nice. It'll probably be done. I think this would look really cute in the springtime, late winter.
Well, even winter.
Yeah. We'll see. So that's that.
That's actually something I would like to knit as a cowl. I gotta find a pattern.
I feel like it's been a while since I've knit a cowl.
Yeah. So, I was actually thinking to do another what's Max's pattern?
Snuggles Real.
But I think on their live. Didn't he show?
He has a new one.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for that because I have the interior yarn.
Yeah, I think he called it the Snuggle is Real's little brother or something like that.
Yeah, and I already have the interior yarn.
Stuff up.
It's green somewhere in that.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I forgot to put the tag back.
All right. So my whip is also living in my Le Garçon bag.
I can't remember the collaboration that they had.
It's the person who does the screen printing, right?
Yeah. Paradise.
Yes.
Paradise Island, spelled like a pear. They did a collaboration with them.
So, one of my goals this year, knit-wise, is to knit more socks because I don't have a lot for myself. So, and, knit from stash. So I cast on a new pair of socks using yarn that we got from Woolens and Nosh.
Yay!
This is the Fancy Schmancy Pumpkins. So this is the 90% superwash targhee and 10% nylon. It's a 3-ply, 411 yards for 100 grams. And here, hey, what's that? Is how it's knitting up so far.
It's so good.
This is the...
I love it.
Skein. So guys, something that's kind of changed with me over the last year is I used to be a center pull guy.
Same.
I'm now pulling from the outside of all my skeins.
100%.
It keeps it so much cleaner.
I know.
So I am knitting this. I'm also trying something different. I'm knitting this on a US 0, so that is a 2mm, and I did 72 stitches. I did a 2x2 regular rib, no half twist, full twist, no triple lux. Or no Pemchenko. If anybody knows where the Pemchenko from,
oh my gosh, please comment below.
I'm probably going to do that this weekend now.
Yeah, that would be great. We'll do it with our...
I'll probably buy it, actually.
We don't own it already? I'm surprised.
No, I know. So, I love these colors. And what I'm thinking, guys, let me know. So, my thought process right now is... I think this is it. No, this. So, I'm trying to think of, my heels and toes for this. Because I'm going to do an afterthought heel. And I think that works really well for self-striping. It doesn't interrupt the stripes. But I'm almost thinking of using this.
Oh, yeah.
For my afterthought heel.
That brings in a lot of those colors.
In my toe. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I want a solid. We just don't have a lot of solid fingering weights that
We have a lot of stroll.
I don't like stroll anymore.
I know.
So a couple of things about this.
Really
I decided
about that.
I just don't like the way it wears.
Yeah.
Personally.
Sure.
Couple things about this is I tried on
We did a little experiment.
I cast on with the Addy Easy Knit 10-inch circular. It has
What did you do?
I cast on with the Addy 10-inch circular needle, and I don't like it. I'm slower with it than I am with Magic Loop. I think that it's nice to be able to just knit in the round, but I feel like you have to kind of push your stitches a little bit more than I do with Magic Loop. So I threw it on the only US Zero Magic Loop cord that we have.
At the time.
That we had at the time. This is a Knit Picks. And as you can see, the cord is not my favorite. So I just had delivered yesterday some Chaogu red lace ones. So I'm going to switch them over to
Isn't it interesting like how we progressed as knitters? Like we started both with Magic Loop using the Knit Picks and the cords and being like, wow, this is really intense. And then once, so much better when we got the Chaogu and then trying to go back.
I think Magic Loop itself is... it takes a minute or two to get used to. It's not something like just figuring out how he wanted to go downstairs.
I know. Okay.
He, like trying to figure out how to hold the needles and hold the yarn for yourself, what works for you. Cause it can be different for everybody. But what surprised me is how, even though I don't like this cord, knitting on this was a lot easier than what I remembered. So I think to give Magic Loop a try, this isn't a bad price needle to try out. And, you can never have too many needles. So this is what I'm knitting on. I haven't made much progress, but I would like to knit more socks. So I'm going to be focusing on this probably this weekend, unless I cast on a shawl and a hat. But I do love the way that it's knitting up. I love Michelle's colors. We have a bunch of them. So right here, those are mine. And then Ray's are somewhere, I think, there. In that cubby. So yeah, so that's my only active whip at the moment. And I think Ray has one more. So he's downstairs with the dog. Tarquin's crying. Tarquin wanted to come, or he was upstairs sleeping in the bedroom. And then he cried to go downstairs. So I brought him down, and now he's downstairs crying to possibly come up. But it's also getting very close to his lunchtime, so he probably wants that as well. What else? Oh, we have Ray now. We need him to come up and talk about his whip. And here he comes. Hey, Books.
Somebody's feeling awful whiny this
morning. Hi, baby. Come here. Do you want to come? Come here. Come here. Want to come up? He's been very whiny because he's had me home.
He has had Kevin home for 3
weeks again. So
yeah,
he definitely got.
I just had to chase him around the friggin' house.
Yeah, he definitely got that COVID dog syndrome of having somebody home all the time.
Totally. Okay. I will talk about mine as well. This is living in my bearded pearl bag, which I love.
I do.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It is so cute. This is also using Woolens and Nosh. We love Michelle so much. Did you talk about how much we love her? This is using the Sprout set. I showed this during our, we showed all of our yarn during the
Rhinebeck
recap. But I love this because it came with a mini that kind of looks like fertilized soil.
Potting soil?
It's the same thing, right?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
What are those little white things in there? Fertilizer, I think. It's fertilizer.
I don't know what that is, actually.
This is what I have so far.
You made a lot of progress.
I think so. What? So I'm also going to be doing an afterthought heel. Now, I wanted to do contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs because I don't think the sample had it now that I'm looking at it.
I don't remember.
But I think it's going to be really, really cool once it's all done. You'll have the I think heels, toes, and cuffs are going to look so fun.
Actually, you know what, though?
What?
If you don't do that, I mean, I know
I could do something different for the heel.
No, this would actually work really well. It has that same.
Oh, it sure does.
Those two colors in it, they're pink and that.
Yeah.
So that could work
if you don't use it.
I don't know if I am yet, but it could work as a heel.
Yeah.
Only if you do your toes.
Well, word on the street is that there'll be a shop update at the end of the month.
Maybe you could get some more.
Maybe I'll get some more. Because we were talking about it, that we're gonna be doing a shawl that Caleb from the Bearded Pearl was wearing. I can't remember the name of it right now. But
keep talking. I'll see if I
it
find
was 2 skeins of self-striping yarn. One skein of self-striping yarn and a skein of regular or solid color yarn. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I got the fancy schmancy pumpkins to do that as my self-striping. But I really love how this is all striping up together. This is a 10 stripe repeat, which is a lot. So like you have look how many colors are there. 10. That would be right. I am using 10-inch circular needles. Oh, 10-inch.
What is this?
So this is the easy knit that Kevin was showing. You're getting very distracted.
I know, I was looking for the pattern.
It's interesting because I've never knit with this type of sock yarn before, and it's the Targhee, 90% Targhee and 10% nylon. This is also on one US zeros, so 2mm needles. It's creating a very dense fabric, but it is super stretchy. So I think it's going to be nice and warm when I wear it. And I was curious, so when Kevin got his magic loop, or his the large circular needles, the Chow Goose, I had asked him to get me a 9-inch circular just so that I can see the difference, because I don't have any that are this small. So I put it on those last night to try, and I much prefer these. I think it's cool because with these, it's like, I feel like it's easy. I don't know if you guys can see, but I feel like it's really easy because you have a lot more to hold on to. Because this needle is, let's see if I can do this. Did you show the actual needles?
No, none of mine.
So this needle is longer than this one. And so what happens is you have a lot more to hold on to with this needle. And when you're knitting, there's a lot less distance that stitch needs to come off on the other needle.
Found it.
So for me, it works out really, really well. And I think it's a lot speedier. They're not as sharp as Chow Goose, but I kind of like it because I'm not hurting my finger if I have to push down.
Oh wait, I didn't realize you put it back on.
I did.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, because I felt like it was a lot.
Your tension was different.
My tension was different too.
Okay.
Yeah, where I had it.
And I found it. So the shawl that we were talking about is by Josh Reichs-Rubinski.
Oh yeah,
it's called Tidal. So it uses 1 skein of solid and 1 skein of self-striping.
Right.
Caleb wore it at Rhinebeck. We loved it, so that's why we bought one. Some of the yarn is to make each of us to make those shawls, and I think our solid might be some yarn that I dyed a solid gray.
Yeah. So I think that this would make a really cool one of those with the stripes. So what I ended up doing was this came with a where's my
25 gram?
25 gram mini, yes. And the skein of yarn was 101 grams. So I didn't split up the main skein because I know with contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs, I'll have plenty to do socks.
Yeah.
But I did split up the mini into 2 different balls just so that I, can keep track and make sure that I have enough for one sock and enough for another. I did realize that this took like 6 grams of yarn to do the cuff. So I don't think that I'll have enough to do the heels and the toes.
Yeah, definitely not.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the toes here, and then I'm going to put this to the side. And if she has more at the end of the month, I'll grab another set so that I can put in the contrasting heels. And then this way I'll have another skein of the self-striping to do either 1 or 2 of those shawls, because I feel like those will be knit up pretty quick. So yeah, I love it. I think it's really good. I also did 72 stitches, and I started a project page, so you can find this information as it's going on Ravelry, and I am keeping track in the notebook. So this was our New Year's cast on, which I'm sure you probably talked about that.
Oh no, I didn't say that was our New Year's Day cast on.
Yeah, we cast that on New Year's Day. I did the cuff 2x2 ribs, 19 rows. And then I did my 20th row, just a regular knit row, so that it wouldn't look like there was a lot of that grabbing. And that used about 6 grams. So it was approximately 1.75 inches long, so 1 3/4 inches long. And then the leg, I knit 7.5 inches. And this is where I'm going to place my heel in between these 2 stripes. And
nice.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, they're
about
fun
that.
sets, and it's a hardy fingering too.
Oh yeah,
it's a really beautiful yarn.
It's beautiful yarn. I agree, 100%.
What did I make? Oh, I got her DK. I made DK socks.
I have some DK.
Oh, you know what?
Look at
Wait.
I have a ton. This is beautiful. This is in her DK as well, which is called Fall is My Favorite.
Did I do DK socks or a hat with hers? Because if I did DK socks, I think I have your DK socks.
I think you do too, because I can't find my DK socks.
Okay, I'm gonna have to relook at this.
Where's my? Oh, here's my. This is all set. This is my fancy schmancy pumpkins that I was gonna do.
The shawl with.
Yeah, this is what it looks up in this like in the skein. Yeah, so I'll do the
tag.
shawl like that. Oh, thanks.
All right, and that's all the knitting content. Now we have.
Okay,
those
is
things.
it? That's all the knitting
That's
content?
all of our knitting content.
Wow,
so up
I feel
next,
like we had nothing to show.
Right?
Jeez, sorry, y'all.
Up next, what do we have? We have owl posts, some acquisitions, breaking the bank.
And then we talk about what we're reading and what we're watching. So,
yes.
If any of that or none of that sounds interesting to you, bye-bye. It was nice to see you. Thank you for coming back. And then for the rest of you, buckle up.
Yeah, we have some stuff. All right.
We do have some stuff.
So I'm going to start with something I
peed
won.
too while I was downstairs.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so I feel fresh.
I'm going to start with something that I won. I never.
Yeah, this was exciting.
Right, guys? I
won some stuff this year too.
What did you win?
I won the Apple stuff at work.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after you talk about this.
So I very rarely enter Instagram giveaways. Right. And I've never won one until now. So I entered one for a Advent. And this is from Inspired Fiberworks, who is Veronica. It was the 12 Days Enchanted Skeiness.
Oh my god, wait till you see.
So I was able to choose between either fingering or DK, and I chose DK. And it came with 12 50-gram
Totally.
skeins, and then a full 100-gram. And then it comes with a pattern. The pattern is a hat. Well, it came in this.
Isn't it nice? It's so nice.
A great little folder.
Totally. Look at the inspirations, the list of the colorways.
Yeah, list of the colorways. And
on
photo.
Nice paper.
Right, a very thick, like
Great
almost
job.
cardstock.
Now that I knit a few rows on that sock, I want to keep knitting them.
And then it comes with a pattern called Wanded.
Ooh, that's fun.
Or no, I'm sorry. So it's a pattern from Jenny Noto, who's Wanded Knit and Crochet. And the hat is
Acromantula
hat
from
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
So I think, guys, too, that I'm pretty clever in the
I think
way
so
that
too.
I'm going to show this to you.
I know. I'm very jealous that I didn't do that.
All right. So here are the 12 minis that it came with.
12th day of...
So I'm using the pony string or the knitting barber string,
Yeah.
whichever one you have.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Want me to hold one?
yeah, if you want to hold one end.
Oh, they're heavy.
Yeah. Here. So, yeah, look at, look at all these colors. And these aren't in order, but we got some solids kind of in here, right? So here's all 12. And then this is the full skein that it came with.
And she was
This is called Enchanted, and this is 100% superwash. It's 462 yards. This is 150 gram skein. I have so much yarn. This is such a good advent, and we got.
How about you do a sweater? What if you do a scrappy sweater?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot to think about now.
But
we got to meet her at Rhinebeck too. She was one of the people that Irina from Fiber Chats had interviewed. So we got to meet her at Rhinebeck. I'm in love. Like, see, I kind of want to use these two together, and I like.
I mean, there's so much yardage. You can do like full projects with just two of those.
I mean, these are 50 gram skeins. A piece. So this is like 6 full skeins. Does it look like I went fishing? I went fishing for yarn, and this is my catch of the day.
Totally, it's a great one. And because she's so nice, look,
she sent Ray a full skein.
She sent me a full skein too.
And then we each got a little bag with our names on it, with some goodies in it. So thank you, Veronica. Guys, if you haven't, definitely followed Inspired Fiberworks
on 100%.
Instagram. Check out her shop.
Totally.
And then, all right, so that was one of our...
Yes, let me put this away.
Do you have something?
I have a lot of things. So this was a... Oh, what are we doing now?
We're doing Owl Post.
Owl Post. This was by one of our friends.
Yes. They know who they are.
They know who they are. Meow, meow. This was sent to us.
You're such a jerk.
This was sent to us before Christmas.
But
it was, I think we got it like the day that we podcast. I don't know. It was
you may be right. I think
it was like a while ago. We haven't taken it out of the box.
No.
So we're taking it out of the box today. But look how fun. It's a Breaking the Bank. It's a Gringotts Harry Potter bank.
It's so that we could
secure
our funds for Rhinebeck.
For Rhinebeck 2022. Isn't it amazing? It's a vault from Gringotts.
Yeah, that's
totally so cool.
I know.
So thank you. Meow meow. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait to open that.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So next up, this just came this week and did not know that this was arriving, and I'm really happy that it did.
Because she's one of our favorite, I almost swore, people.
So, guys. So Macy of Mace of Skeins sent us a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year package.
We are such bad people.
So unexpected. And I'm going to... Here, you take... I think those three just go beautiful.
Well, she tells you how they go together.
I know. So I'm really excited for 2 of these colorways. I mean, all of them, but 2 of them specifically because I saw them on her Instagram and I love them. And I was trying to figure out what I could knit with one of them specifically.
Oh, they're the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So here we have... This is on... I'm going to hold them actually.
This is what I'm going for this year.
All right. So this is her...
Guys.
These 2 are on her club base. This eggnog is everything to me. I don't know. I love this.
He was just saying that too.
Oh, like I opened this up and I was like,
yeah.
All right. So we have icicles, which I love.
Me too.
I saw this and I love this. Just the light blue, but almost like this gray in it.
Yeah.
Just such a beautiful blue. So this is 80-20 fingering.
I know.
And then eggnog, which I adore this color. I'm probably gonna find something really soon to cast on.
I want to cast everything on. And
then this one is on her spade, so this is a DK. Yes. Oh, this would be a really good Lyle cap.
Well, no, here, look, this is club.
Oh, this is club. I'm sorry. So this is also fingering. So this is winter pine. I mean, what a great winter collection, right?
Totally.
She does such a great job with her colors. I need to. From her like Halloween one, I need to knit some. This one right here.
This is mine.
You're a jerk. But this one right here Like, they're
It's
all
my
good,
favorite.
but I love that
Me
one.
too. Okay, she also sent some on her Spade colorway, which is her Spade base, which is DK, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Cranberry jam. So good. This one I
can't even. It's so spot on.
Reindeer games. Right?
Wait, lift this one up a little bit, please.
Look at
Reindeer
games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, and then this one
is Winter Pine
again
on DK.
It's all DK. Can you see me in this? I can see me in this.
Remind me as soon as we're done. I
don't know how like what I should do.
I gotta send her a message when we're done.
Yeah, she's so amazing, so giving. She sent us a Christmas card this year.
I know.
Ugh.
All right, and then we have one more.
Look how beautiful.
What's the word I'm looking for? Owl post.
Owl post.
This was an owl post, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then this was as well. You didn't buy that.
Well, that we'll talk about.
Okay.
With that, so.
Son of a gun! Look at all of this stuff. Oh, this I can't.
So we were really lucky, and we received a advent from our friend Nancy of Trilogy Yarns, and this was based on
Christmas Vacation.
So here, this is a 24 minis on fingering.
It's gorgeous.
And, yeah, I was already looking at some of these.
What a cool idea to put them on these barber cords, eh?
Yeah, you just get a really good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I could use this.
Oh, yeah, you can.
As my heels.
You know
and
what
toes.
I love is that she has some solids in here. Or tonals.
Yeah, well, this is...
Like, it's not just, like, super overly
speckly. There's definitely some more tonal colors in here.
Look at this gorgeous one. Whoa.
I know, this one right there. Yeah, I know, I love that one. So, yeah, thank you, Nancy. This is a great club.
If you guys want to see how this is knitting up, Nancy is doing
the Adventure Brioche.
Adventure Wrap by
Jonathan
Tallow.
We showed that.
Yeah, we totally did.
I think on the last podcast, actually.
Yeah, I'll be casting mine on today.
And then the full skein, which is Christmas Vacation. Gorgeous. So this is on the 80/20 as well.
Look at this color. She does a great job.
Really great.
She really does a great job.
So definitely check out Nancy. We have a coupon code for Nancy that will be down below in the show notes. Actually, we didn't do that today. I'm not going to backtrack, though. Okay. We have a bunch of coupon codes below. We have it for Trilogy Yarn, Naughty Knitting Sacks, Lila Styles.
Maybe we'll do them. We'll do them before we do our books. We can talk about them. But they are down below.
Yeah. Knit Swag. Oh my God. I have to relook at them because some of them that we've had in the past
might have expired.
So
okay.
But yeah,
that's a good idea. Maybe we won't mention them, but whatever's active will be on our show notes.
Another good advent.
Oh, look at that yellow one.
I know. All right. That's it for Owl Post.
Okay.
Right? So now we just have some acquisitions.
No, I have another Owl Post.
Or Breaking the Bank, rather.
Nope.
Oh, what do you have?
Gosh,
that's right.
You guys are so freaking generous.
You are. And while he's getting it together, I forgot that I wanted to mention this. So we got a message from
Scout House Yarns,
who we've
shown
this
giant box.
Her yarn before. And she had mentioned that you guys, some people have reached out about a colorway that we showed called Yellowstone Hotspots. Here it is. Some people reached out to her, inquired about the colorway, and she just wanted to let you guys know that it's back in stock. So you can definitely head over to Scout House Yarns on Etsy. And
oh my God, it's beautiful.
I know gold, that like orangey goldy color and that tealy blue.
I was gonna say that
are just
blue.
Such a great combination.
Samesies. All right.
I totally forgot about
this. This was sent to us a while ago. Before Christmas.
Before Christmas, but after our actual podcast.
Correct. This is Bonnie from Meadow Sweet Farms. Meadow Sweet Farm. There's her card. She's got her phone number on the back of the card, so I'm not going to show that just because if you're interested, you can go check it out. I don't know if it's listed on her Instagram or not. She has a farm. She lives on a farm in Pennsylvania. She's also a college professor. She put together a box for us. I don't even know where to begin.
What? Just take one thing out.
Yeah, so we each got one of these. And in here, it's her bag. And with a pin.
And then here's her pin.
Uh-huh.
And then
the bag says, I create beautiful handmade textiles inspired by the ancient makes of our past.
Makers
of our past and the beauty found in all things kissed by the sun. What? Freaking adorable. So, this, we've got some hand spun. I just can't even. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it is gorgeous.
I know.
Look at all this stuff.
And it has a little
Ooh, satchel. Ooh, lavender. Can you smell?
Cute. No.
Oh, that was cute. That way you
does
just
it
tried
smell
to
like
do.
lavender?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I think it's lavender. Yeah, it smells like lavender.
I just
nothing. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's totally lavender.
Absolutely nothing.
Now I just want to like relax.
Nothing happened.
And take a bath in lavender.
Nothing happened.
She sent some pot holders.
I want the thing to make these again. Yeah, I had this as a kid. Remember,
loom?
and these are those string. Yeah, it's a
never
loom,
did that.
And you have the loops that you just pull through.
I never did that.
These are so fun.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
She also has bees. She sent some beeswax candles.
Candles.
What?
How amazing.
I know. Pure beeswax candles with the lovely fragrance. Burns longer and gives off more light than other wax candles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The place that I work at, we have beehives too, so I get to buy some honey from there.
And this I love. I can't even. Men who knit and the dogs who love them.
Aww. Cute.
30 great looking designs for a man and his best friend.
Maybe there's a sweater in there for Tarquin. He needs another one.
Oh my god, look at the matching socks.
Oh my, Tarquin would never.
No, he would never.
But we should try it.
That would be freaking adorable. Look how stinking cute.
We should try it. I would love to see what he would do.
Superwash mutt looks. Oh, I'm probably showing these patterns. I apologize.
Cute.
They're very, very cute.
Here, I'm just gonna.
Oh, a little muscle shirt for the dog. So cute. So thank you so much. Please check her out. That's Bonnie again over at Meadow Sweet Farm. There's her information. We'll also have this link down below with a link. She sent a beautiful little message.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
You.
We, Bonnie, Macy, and Nancy, and anybody,
and everybody.
That I'm forgetting. And Veronica, because I can't believe I won.
I know.
Set. So now
and meow meow.
Oh, and meow. And now we're moving on to acquisitions.
So
let's start with the one that we just got.
Breaking the bank,
y'all. So our friend Jeff on our Thursday night knit night is an enabler.
Oh, huge.
And he had mentioned that he got this item.
He didn't just mentioned it. He did a showcase. Yeah.
And we actually held off for a little while.
Long time.
Maybe a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And then we just bit the bullet and bought these. Mm-hmm. So these are needle cases by Delaque. They are canvas cases. Mine is olive.
Mine is blue.
And I've wanted a needle case.
Same.
Like one that holds more. Like I actually really like the Chaogu one. I don't think it's an awful case.
No, me neither.
But we have so many Chaogu needles that we were running out of room in there. So I really wanted something to store those, or we did. So this case comes
this is an investment. They were $75 a piece. But I think it's way, way worth it.
I've looked at other cases that I've seen on other podcast channels. And they range, like those roll ones, range from like $140 to $200, somewhere in that price range. So that was not something that was happening. So compared to those, I thought that these were a great price.
Yeah, it's not like a $20 bag.
But once you see everything that it comes with. So first on the back, you have a zipper pouch.
And I love that it's already getting that like patina.
Right.
I actually have.
I don't have anything in mine yet.
I do. I have some extra cords, the large cords, because we don't. It's very rare that we use the larger needles. I have and then I have a needle gauge.
Do you know what's very funny is that the US 8 is considered a large, and that used to be the needle that I knit with the most when I first started, because I only knit worsted weight hats or, I think I was knitting like worsted weight mitered squares. So I don't know the last time I used a US 8.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Then you have your first pouch or your first zipper interior, which has a nice little clear pocket here that you could probably put a pattern in.
Yeah.
And then 2 zipper pouches on this side, right? And this little snap comes undone.
Yeah.
So you can unsnap it and open it and fully open it up.
Yeah. We were kind of twinsies on this part.
Yeah, so then on the second set...
Opens up. This is the entire Chowgu set. These are the 4-inch tips. So it's the small all the way up to the...
Why do you have you have an extra one than me?
Extra what?
Yeah. Look, because I don't have anything in this spot.
I put my...
Oh, you have
I have my fixer there.
Okay. No, this one here.
Oh, you know why? Because with the small ones, I put them in separate.
Oh, I didn't. I put them in all in the same.
Yeah, okay. No, I put... So some of them I put in individual ones, and then these 2 I put together.
Gotcha. And then it also comes with these nice vinyl plastic pouches.
Oh my gosh.
So
There's so many of them.
My T-pins and my stoppers in here and some darning needles.
Yeah.
These are my cords to make 16-inch circulars. These are my 20-inch cords, and then my 40.
I also have a magic loop.
And then my large ones.
I have a couple of 9-inch circulars.
And then some extra 4-inch tips.
I put mine in the back. So on the back, you also have these little pockets. So I put my stitch markers and all the other Chowgu accoutrement in there.
Oh, that's smart.
Yep. I did a crochet hook, and I have cable needles here. I have a darning needle up here, a larger one. And then these are my 5-inch tips here. And then this is an extra 4-inch tip. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, what I'm going to do is, because there's still a lot of these plastic.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
There's a lot in here.
I would say at least, maybe 20?
So I'm going to put some of my our fixed circular needles in here, like our 16-inch.
Our sock knitting ones.
Yeah, we could do that too. Or 16-inch circulars for hats and things.
Yeah. So I think
I cannot believe how much
fits in here. So if you are in the market for a needle case, you were looking for one.
Yeah.
I think this is just a beautiful.
Me too.
Case. It's incredibly well made.
Yeah, and it's a woman-owned company.
It is
100% all woman-owned company, which I think is great.
So
it's part of the Lotus collection. So we'll link it down below, of course. But here's the information. I can't take that out right now. But
we
Delaque portfolio, part of the Lotus collection there,
and we bought it from Jimmy Beam Wool.
Yeah.
So what I was excited for after doing this is it allowed me to combine my Addy needles, and I don't like the Addy cases.
You're right.
So I reused my Chowgu case for my Addy needles, and I had a set of 5-inch and 4-inch tips. So now they are in here. I put my 5-inch tips in the spot, and then I moved the 4-inch tips to the right or left of it. So now I combined both sets of my Addies into this Chowgu one.
And which actually can fit inside of this too. So if you ever wanted to bring the whole thing, you probably could just put it in the zipper, one of the zipper parts.
So this was, it is an investment, but I think it's a good one.
Me too.
I enjoy it.
Same. I'm very, very happy with this. Very, very happy.
So next, I think this is our last one, right?
No.
Oh, what do you have?
I have a lot of things.
That we purchased?
Yeah. I have another Advent.
Oh, that's right.
Show that first?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay. So, this Advent, I did not do anything as fancy as Kevin did, but this Advent was the combination Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarn. They do every year, I guess. This is my first year doing it. They do a year at Hogwarts. And so this was year 4.
5, wasn't it?
4. This was year 4.
What movie is this based on?
This is the Phoenix. No, this was Order of the Phoenix.
So that's 5.
No.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever. This is what I got.
There's some beautiful colors.
These
in here.
are absolutely gorgeous. And I am going to use this set for, like, look at this.
I know that there's this.
Yes.
Well, I like this one right
Me
here.
too. That's why I put it in the front like that, so you can see. And what's cool is it's a combination of Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarn. So they're, I love that they're two.
Yeah, mother-daughter.
Yeah, isn't that so cute? I love it.
Yeah. It's got to be really helpful for them, like, to be splitting the work of an advent.
Yeah, and we met them.
Yeah, we met them.
We met them at Rhinebeck as well.
Yeah, on the second day of Rhinebeck.
Yeah. And they're both on their 8515 base. They each have an 8515.
Nice.
And here is the 100-gram skein.
That's a beautiful skein.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. It's a really nice yellow.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave everything in the box.
Okay.
Here. And I'm just going to start. I have to skein, wind them up. I'm going to wind them up, and then I'm going to use this for my adventurous
Shawl. Nice.
wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is our last one, right?
This is our last
one last purchase. So.
Well, no, this is separate. Two more.
So you do this one.
Okay. This is the last installment of the Mysterious Forest Club from Les Garçons. Max and Vincent did an amazing job. They are so creative. Why can't we be as creative? Like, we should do something nice.
Can't with you.
So,
it's so good.
It's so good. So good. Here it is. Oh, you all have gotten
They
this.
must have gotten it.
You must
We've
have,
had
because
ours
we've
for
had
a
this.
couple
We've been
weeks.
sitting on this for a while. This is the Mysterious Deer is what it's called. So this is the last one. It's on the sparkle base. Look at how this is.
I know. The sparkle's good.
I don't even
Which sparkle
know.
is this? This is silver, right?
This is the...
Because we had gold and copper, and now this should be
hold on.
silver. I
Gold
think.
Stellina. No, it's
Oh,
gold.
gold? All
Yeah,
right.
it's
So
gold.
okay.
Gold Stellina. So this is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold Stellina, 437 yards, 100-gram skein. This is the Merino Sock Mini in Emma's Stone. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's a 20-gram skein. It's beautiful.
It is.
And it comes with a wonderful sticker and a beautiful pin. And then you have your
Stitch marker.
Progress Keeper stitch marker. Yeah. So we have 3 of these now.
Did we say in the last one? Remember, we were trying to guess
Well,
if it was going to be a deer tail, or I'm assuming the only things we thought of was a
we
deer
might
tail
have.
or an antler.
Maybe. So here is all 3 of them together.
And this is like a combo of these two.
And
right?
this is where I'm getting
This I know. I'm
so confused.
I'm on the struggle bus with what to do with them.
Me too.
So
Me too.
Right?
I want them all as socks, but I also want to use them all in one project. Even the minis. Like, look at all 6 colors together.
and not that it's you can tell, right? But I asked Ray, would we wear a shawl typically that has sparkle in it? And I don't know that I personally would. So that's where I'm kind of struggling with what to do.
Me too. Look at the fun. So these are all 3 of them together.
such a
This
good
club is now complete.
Yeah.
And I cannot tell you, this is the second time that we've done a club of theirs. They did the, what's it called? Beautiful people, not beautiful people. Beautiful creatures.
No.
What's Beautiful Creatures?
It's that awful movie. Awful movie. The books were
the books
okay.
were great. Oh yeah,
The
you're
movie's
right.
god awful.
Yeah.
No, don't.
I can't remember what they did with Laura. With
Crap. It's a book.
Golden Compass is
Yes,
a
yes.
second thing of it.
No, Golden Compass is the movie.
But the TV show. I just read the friggin' books, didn't I?
No.
Oh no, that was a different one. That was a different one. Whatever, it's at the tip of my tongue. Anyway, that club was beautiful as well, and it had their creatures. Two. It's over there.
Hold on.
I don't know. Anyway, we are, as you'll see in the next...
His dark materials.
Thank you.
That was real. Oh, that hurt.
Ooh, I need a break after that. Does that ever happen to you when you're trying to figure something out and then finally you do and you're like...
it was exhausting.
Yeah.
All that brain power.
Okay, so beautiful creatures.
No.
His dark materials.
Yes.
That's not what this is, though. This is the Mysterious Forest Club. Anyway, our point is they do a fantastic job. So if you get on their mailing list, because
if you get a chance to join one of their clubs, totally. I keep saying to Ray, I would like to. I don't think I've made. Did I say I haven't made a yarn purchase from them of like Vincent's yarn, where I've used it in a project?
I haven't either, and I really want to do that.
I know I have to.
Yeah, like his regularly scheduled.
Yeah, I think initially I looked for, which I'm actually kind of happy. Maybe I didn't get it for the shawlography. I went to his and I couldn't find the color combo I was looking for. Sure. But I'm kind of happy that I didn't, because I don't know that I'm going to wear shawlography all that often.
I actually might, because I'm not going to be ready for it right away. But because I want to knit up Max's single malt at some point. And I think maybe getting a kit from him or the yarn from there would be really nice.
All right.
But that's later on in life.
Yes. So we have one last combo purchase. And this is really funny because I made this
during the last
podcast.
Yeah.
And I didn't consult Ray. I didn't know.
Well, we knew that we were going to
look at it. We weren't sure if I was going to purchase it. Right. So we purchased.
That was a complete surprise for me, though.
Well, yeah, I think it was this was all a surprise to me because I didn't have time to process anything. Max and Vincent had a shop update whatever day our last podcast was. Right. And they had a limited edition hide and hammer bag.
How beautiful these are.
And Ray and
these have been sitting rolled up waiting for us to show.
Right. So Ray and I said, let's look, and we would decide that day if we would purchase them. But I didn't have time because we were podcasting. So we purchased them, and it was an investment, and I'm happy I made it.
It was an investment.
So these are their bags. We got one with the black handle, one with the brown. So Ray took the brown, I took the black.
Well, this is yellow.
Well, yeah.
It's considered yellow. It's called yellow.
It is the Hide and Hammer number 3. So it's a huge, deep bag that you can roll up.
Yes. There's so much room.
It comfortably fits a sweater. Hey. But look,
oh my God, there's pockets in here, Kevin. Did you know that?
Yeah, so let's just talk about the knitting.
I didn't.
The knitting needles, the light bulb stitch markers, the cup of tea with the mountain peak kind of design.
They're not pockets.
Each of you have Max and Vincent, so this is for the Foxake sweater, and that's
That's Vincent.
Yeah, but is it on a design? Like a sweater? Like this is the Foxake sweater kind of.
What is?
The fox? Huh? So a lot of their
No, they designed those pins.
I know that, but this is the motif of the for Foxake sweater. So is this on a sweater or
unbearable
something?
Hat maybe?
No, I don't know. But yeah, really I mean
I don't know what you're trying to say, but that's fine.
Oh. So and then you have your design by Dell's yarn here. It's just really well made. Oh yeah, dyed by Dells.
Anyway, gush, we love him.
I know.
Thank you. So now I'm gonna put a project in here.
No, that's for your needles and scissors and stuff down there.
I don't know if
and a pocket. Yeah, and there is a pocket.
It's way down deep though, so I think
because
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
What is this material? Crushed.
It's not canvas.
It's almost like a soft, luxurious fiber.
So when I purchased that, I also purchased this. So if you guys didn't know, in my youth, I did do some cross stitch.
Somewhere in my youth.
So I bought this. This is a collaboration from Max and Phil the Art by Phil Relax. which it's probably said in French, so I'm not going to attempt it because I haven't practiced.
I
like
tried
Ray.
French. I tried French on the live.
You did, but it has. These are the
mysterious
forest.
Yeah.
So you have your designs here.
There's a sticker with all of them together. No, the mysterious forest.
Is there?
I thought so. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I dropped it when I was trying to bring it upstairs.
So it comes with the. Here, I'm just gonna do that. The instructions. It is not cross stitch because I believe Max said you're only doing like one stitch. So come.
It's French. You were just trying to read that.
Probably.
You were looking like you were actually reading it.
Probably.
Were you reading it?
Look, I do have COVID brain too, still. No, I couldn't read this. It's French.
That's what I just said.
Well, down here is English.
Oh, okay.
But I did try to read the French side.
I know, I thought so. You looked very astute, like you were processing it too. Maybe you do know French subconsciously.
I did take 1 year of French.
Well, then you're good.
Right.
You're golden.
So it comes with this, the printed canvas. It comes with a needle, which is here. And then it comes...
Did you find out what this is?
What do you mean?
It's embroidery.
Embroidery. And then it comes with the floss. Sorry for all the
Bienvenue.
So it comes with the 5 colors that you need. So I will do this one day. I don't know. I think I need a hoop. But I don't know if I need a hoop for this. It's actually a little bit... With the canvas that I've used in the past, this is a little bit different. So I may not... I need something. I don't know if I need a hoop. So maybe I do.
What do we know?
So yeah, I purchased this as well.
And
then...
It came with all the thread and stuff?
Yeah. So it's all on this nice little sleeve. And then with the purchase, the fellas over at Les Garçons are really nice. And they included some extra stickers. The little Les Garçons.
What would we be as stickers? Do you think Max could design stickers for us?
And
like,
then,
what would our animals be?
Well, now mine, I guess, with my obsession.
But they wouldn't be as cute. Would they be as cute as these? Mm-hmm. They would.
And then here's their. This is their sticker with their collab with La Bien-Aimée for their thing, and then some Dyed by Dell minis. Oh my god!
Yeah, you can use those.
I can use these for my heels, toes, and cuffs.
Totally. Tarquin just jumped off.
He did. So that.
I want to watch The Sound of Music now.
I know. Thank you, Max.
Who else wants to watch The Sound of Music?
So that's that.
Oh, look. We got through it all.
All right. Now we just have what we've been reading and watching. So
we're probably missing a bunch. Do you want to come up and say hello to the folk?
Come here, bud.
Come on, bud. Here, and we'll talk about
who's yawning?
Yeah.
That was a big yawn, mister.
I bet you're hungry, though, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Bugs.
Ooh. Okay.
Hi. What are you doing? Hi. What are you sniffing? Oh,
all right. So let's carry on.
All right. So what have we been reading and watching? I'm gonna start with reading.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of things.
I do. So I've read quite a bit. I think. I don't know what I read last.
You look like a ragamuffin.
Never Stayed Gone. I don't know if I think I finished that last time. Yeah, I did. All right. So, since the last episode, I read Tic-Tac-Mistletoe by N.R. Walker. That one was a cute book. It was one of my male novellas. The main character flies in from Australia to the West Coast and supposed to go see a sister because she has lived here for 4 years now. Yeah. So I think he flew into California, and I could be getting this all wrong, but was driving to Montana and got hit by a snowstorm and slid off the road into a snowbank in front of the sexy man's house who came out to save him.
Of course he did.
And they played tic-tac-toe. And what's really fun about this is because he's from Australia, and I believe the writer is too. I think she said she is. She uses a lot of their vocabulary. Right? Vernacular. And it's really fun to read. And one thing I've learned, and I don't know if this was in this book or the next one, is that I guess in Australia, they like to shorten their words.
Yeah.
So there were a bunch listed, and I just think it's really cute. The next book I loved, it's called Throwing Hearts. It's again by N.R. Walker. This takes place in Australia. A male-male romance novella. And one of the main characters, it has two main, but then like two really good secondary characters. Hi, baby. I know I got my hairs cut. Yeah.
You can get your hairs cut?
2 weeks. So in it, one of the main characters, he volunteers at a community center that caters to older people in the LGBTQ plus community. And it's to help them like feel like they're still part of the community and like get them out into the world. So it's like, I would say I don't remember, maybe he was in his late 70s or something like that. So like those two have been going out on their like little adventures for a couple of years, and they go to a pottery store or shop where they meet the second character, and it's just, I don't know, it was just so well written, and I love the characters, all of them together. And then after that, one of my things this year is I want to try to finish things that I hadn't previously finished. That's why I did that dishcloth.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of book series that I haven't finished that I've kind of started. So I picked up reading the Iron Druid Chronicles by Kevin Hearne.
Sorry, bud.
I had finished books 1 through 4 last year, and there's 9 books in the series.
I must have missed a day.
So I have finished the book Tricked, that's book 4 actually, and I'm currently reading book 5, which is Trapped. And this is in the book, his name's Atticus. He's the last living druid.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fun references to like shows and movies that we're used to, and a lot of different gods from all like Native American, Norse, Greek mythology, Roman mythology. So it's really, really fun. And he's funny. His dog Oberon is hilarious. Yeah. And now he's taken on another druid. So between the last 2 books, there's a 12-year gap. So that's been really,
really? That's interesting.
Really, really interesting. So I enjoy it. And that's what I've read in the last month.
You read a lot.
No, I read short books.
Yeah.
My books don't typically go above like 300 to 400 pages.
So I was just gonna look
what you were reading last time.
Yeah, because
if I'm not mistaken, you were still reading.
I don't think I was. Now that I'm looking at it,
you were reading Nora Roberts.
No, I think I finished it. But let me see. If not, I'll talk about it. Oh no, I didn't finish it. And the last episode I had a beard too. For those of you who didn't watch the lives, I did shave.
Because of COVID.
And plus, I wanted my youthful figure back.
This just keeps falling, but I'm not going to adjust that anymore.
All right.
I'm going to go up just a tad.
As you're not going to adjust it anymore.
Just a tad, though. Just a little bit.
I finished Nora Roberts' The Becoming. I love it. I can't gush about it more. I cannot wait for the next one to come out. But I do feel like I've talked about this before.
Well, you've talked about you were reading it.
Yeah. No, it ended very, very well. There was some closure, but then there's still a lot of stuff opened. I love the secondary like romance that there's, like that second storyline romance. Usually you have like it's Nora Roberts, so you have the main characters like in this romance, but now you have her best friend also in his own little romance, which is really fun. I thought it was excellent. I really did. There was a lot of magic in this one, more so I think than the other two. The other one.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the third one. I have no idea when it's coming out.
I would assume next year because they were released. What year? We're in 2022.
Yeah.
So the first one was 2020, and then this one was 2021. So I would think 2022.
So I think though before the third one, if you all can please remind me to read the first and second ones again, because I think that they would be really good to read again and then start the third one. I think they're easy to pick up. If they do it the same as they did the second one, it'll pick right up where this one left off.
That's how that previous series was, right? No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, there
was a gap. There was a jump, 20-year gap or something like that. So that was an excellent read. Highly recommend that series.
And I'm sorry, what was the name of it?
The Becoming.
Oh.
Nora Roberts' The Becoming. Thanks. I think the first one was called The Awakening.
Yeah, it was.
And it's really, really good. I think this is going to be called the Dragon Blood series or Dragon Song series, something like that, by Nora Roberts. And I started reading the third book of the Discovery of Witches series,
which we get to watch today.
Episode
1 comes out today.
This is the Book of Life, and it is, I mean, there are 3 books. They're all delicious. This one is really, really cool. There's some sad parts in this. This is a more grown-up version, if that could even be possible. It's a lot more heartache and
this just had
nitty-gritty.
There's one thing in this book that I just don't like the way...
I mean, that world turned out.
Yeah.
I think it got you ready to hate the bad guys even more, and so that it makes the end of the book that much more satisfying, I think.
No,
she actually does what she does.
There's some stuff at the end of the book that I just dislike.
I know that too, but maybe we're reading it wrong. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting how they
because maybe we're reading it wrong.
It
I don't want to give it away if you guys haven't read it yet, but we've talked about this for years and years. This is like my 4th time reading this book. It's great, and I'm debating on what I want to do next. If I want to read Marcus's book, Times Convert. I read that twice before. This will be my 3rd time reading it.
Oh, I didn't realize you read it twice. I thought just the one time.
No, I read it twice. It was better the second time around. I felt a little disconnected from that book. I'm wondering if I'll feel a little bit more connected to it. I was disconnected from it because they had the main character. They had Diana and Matthew and the kids. But it didn't feel like it's not their book.
No, it's Marcus's
it's Marcus's book. And I kind of felt like I was cheating on them a little bit. And I felt a little disconnected. Oh my gosh.
No. I love Marcus. I thought it was
I love Marcus too. Yeah.
It actually tied into the first book quite well.
It does.
The first book it tied into.
Yeah, it does.
It clarified some stuff that was said in that book, so I thought it did a really good job with that.
I also have to get my ass in gear and start listening to some books. I have 12 credits on Amazon that I need to get together. Audible. I think I'm going to cancel mine too, but I don't know, because I knit. The bulk of my knitting happens while we're watching TV on the couch. It's not like I sit there. I don't have afternoons free or a day off where I can just sit there and listen to a book and knit. I was listening to books when I was walking the dog in the warmer weather, but it's been a while.
I think even late summer, you weren't doing that. So
we were taking a lot of walks together, all 3 of us,
because of COVID.
Yeah, that's true. So I know a lot of you listen to your books while you're knitting and stuff, but we watch the show. We watch shows together and do things together, and we knit. The bulk of my knitting happens while we're watching TV.
Yeah. So speaking of TV, what have we watched?
Shite, a lot.
We did. So we watched
Hawkeye. We finished
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
We finished Hawkeye. That was so good.
It was so good. We talked a lot about that. I think all we had left to watch was the finale.
I don't know, but one of the characters in it, love her. I mean, I love all the characters, but
me too.
I
always want to call her Sestra, but she's not.
I know,
Sestra.
But I love.
I love her too.
Yeah.
I thought it was excellent.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was so good.
Marvel
I love
does such a good job.
Yeah, and I love that he's a family man and
I don't know if I told you this. So I had read an article. It was in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
His interaction with Wanda that made them realize that he could carry a movie or a TV show himself.
When they're down in the
when they're down there and he's
opening up.
No, wait, remember when the two of them are getting attacked by all the little Ultrons and he's pretty much now's the time. If you want to you could stay here and that's cool, or you can go out and fight.
Yeah.
And so it was that moment in the interaction with them that made the head of Marvel's universe realize that.
Well, that's good.
He could handle
I'm glad that they did, because I think he did an excellent job.
Yeah.
He was absolutely carried the movie. It was great.
The show.
Then we watched. They feel like movies, though.
They do.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
With all of them.
And they tied in the Netflix Marvel TV shows too with what's his face, Kingpin.
Oh yeah, that was really
neat. So that was cool that they've now
really
tied those two universes together.
Same character, same actor, and everything. That was really neat.
And then we watched Wheel of Time.
We did watch Wheel of Time,
which we just
a lot of you had recommended us to watch that and start reading the series. There's like a million books in the series though, so I can't commit to that right now.
Somewhere between 11 to 15, something like that.
But we watched it. It was
so good.
So good.
I love that there was magic in it. Because like Game of Thrones, I thought that there was going to be magic, and there really wasn't.
No.
Even Lord of the Rings, you would think that there's magic, and there really isn't.
There's a lot of limitations to this magic, though, especially like with gender. Yes. Like how that played a role. I thought that was very interesting.
It is.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting.
We've watched a couple episodes of Foundation, so we're almost done watching that. That may be something we pick up over the weekend.
I didn't realize we only did like 2 episodes of that before we picked it back up again.
And I think we've done 2 more, and every episode I'm still confused.
Same.
So,
but it's entertaining.
It is. It's really good. It's visually, it's stunning.
Totally. And then I think we just did like we ended up. Oh, I watched
for the first
time ever that movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. I had never seen it before. And Kevin was very surprised because we were sitting there and it was just like, man, we went through like I feel like I haven't watched many Christmas movies. We didn't really watch a lot of stuff or like do much to get into the spirit besides like decorating the house.
COVID just like took it out of
totally.
It just put a
stop. You weren't sick. That was before you were sick.
No, it was when I was sick that we watched. Yeah, we watched a lot.
It was like on Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah, we watched a lot around that.
Yeah,
time.
We did.
So
we watched that. I thought it was good. I thought it was very, very good. And it was funny because it wasn't until the end. I think I was like, I thought this was a Christmas movie. And then it all made sense.
Yeah.
So,
and then we did our typical like Christmas movies and our Hallmark ones. And then I watched a great documentary on Apple TV Plus called The Year Earth Changed.
Yeah.
It is a documentary about the wildlife and how not having humans out in the world affected their world.
Yeah.
And it's just so eye-opening, like beautiful, but then it's so sad too to see how much of an impact we have, a negative impact we have on all the other creatures of this world. Yeah. Like it's, and you hope that we make some changes just like humanity does to allow these creatures to live a little bit of a better life, because it was just really eye-opening, but so beautifully shot and done. So if you have Apple TV Plus, I definitely recommend that. It's The Year Earth Changed. So good. And what else did we watch? I watched a movie called Love Hard just the other day on Netflix. It's like a, Netflix Hallmark movie, Christmas time. It was cute. It was, the main character gets catfished.
Oh.
So she like falls in love, but she like
falls in lust.
No, she just creates a online relationship with a guy, flies out to see him and meet him without him knowing. And surprise, it's a catfish. So it's just like how they navigate that. So it was cute. I feel like, was there anything else?
I mean, we watched some just random like Marvel movies and different things. I think Christmas Day we watched a lot of Marvel or superhero-y type of movies.
Yeah, I've been watching some podcasts. I actually watched because I've been working from home, so I need stuff on in the background I just need it. So I'll watch like movies or podcasts. So I was watching some Cabin Boy Knits.
Oh yeah.
So I watched a couple of I think they're like last 3 episodes I've watched. One of them, he showed a hooded cowl type of thing.
Yeah.
I saved it. I think it's called Alistair.
Okay.
That I want to look at and possibly knit.
I've seen a few versions of that, which I think that would be really cool to knit.
Yeah. We are friends with Carrie from Creative Obsession, so it's been really fun. I've watched some of her older episodes. So I watched like episode 30 something the other day. And then I watched episode 2 yesterday. And it was cool because in episode 2, she's not the Creative Obsession. So it was funny to go back that far and see the evolution of the channel.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
That's a lot. It's enough.
Yeah, there. I don't write it all down. This is what I remembered. There's probably way more that I've watched.
Sure.
And I like to rewatch a lot of stuff. So I rewatch things that we've seen, just to have background noise. Almost.
Right.
It's almost
like we watched Beastmaster on Thursday night while we were on.
I love Beastmaster. Yeah. And I always forget. I think it's actually called The Beastmaster. But that's an '80s movie with, I don't even remember his name, and Tanya Roberts. And I watched that all the time as a kid with my dad.
What are the ferrets called?
It's like Kono and Pono, I think.
All right, listen. Oops, sorry, I kicked the thing.
So that's pretty much it, guys.
It's been a 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes, but that's a month's worth of knitting, watching, and gift buying and shopping and all that. So if you are still around, thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you have any, comments, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we have coupon codes below. Our Discord server information's below.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
And then I know, because we'll be back on our routine, and they'll flow more smoothly.
We only missed one.
I know, but
it feels like forever.
I know it does.
Even though we've done 2 lives, like we've sat down with you all,
right? But this is the first time we're talking about like knitting and all the stuff that we typically do. So thank you guys for sticking around. It's always a good time. So
we hope that this year is joyous and prosperous.
And now I'm going to go cook lunch.
Yum.
So thank you, everybody. And we will catch you guys in a fortnight.
See you in a fortnight.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.